Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to episode 7 of Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gaddy. We'll get things started in a couple of seconds. How are we doing on this wonderful Monday morning? Yes. It is 9:06 a.m. It's a cold Monday morning here in the DMV. Let's go ahead and get this up there right quick. We'll get started here. Let's go! Another Commanders win. And we feeling good, baby. YouTube, what's going on? Juan Gaddy here with yet another episode of Top of the Morning Show. If you're not listening to it live, you can always catch it on the podcast version of it. Just type in Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gaddy. It should come right up. Let's get to opening statements and let's go. So, opening statements this morning should not come to surprise by anybody, as Ron Rivera has officially announced Carson Wentz to back up, or in other words, Taylor Heinicke to be the starter for the remainder of the year. And again, that's no surprise to anybody, considering the fact that we've been winning games under Taylor Heinicke. Has it been pretty? Has he been stroking it for 350 and 3 touchdowns? No, he hasn't. But more importantly than that, he has been winning games. Okay? So, I think this is the right move. This is a no-brainer. No offense to Carson Wentz, but out of our 6 wins, I don't think we win any of them with him. I don't think we win. Well, we beat the Texans with him. Let me say that, okay? I'm not gonna sit here and act like we don't beat the Texans. Okay, we win the Texans. We beat the Texans with Carson Wentz. But do we beat the Green Bay Packers with wins? I don't think so. I think the pressure gets to him. Remember, they were getting some pressure on Heinicke. His ability to extend the plays and move around the pocket with his legs helped him in that game. That's pretty much what helped him in every game so far, and that's all I'm going to say. That's going to be my main reason why I wouldn't want Carson Wentz back in the lineup, because I don't think he beats the Colts, because remember that was a one score game. I don't think he beats who else? I don't think he beats the Packers. I don't think he beats the Colts. I don't think he beats the let's see. Does he beat let me look it up. I don't know why I'm blanking. Like, I don't know our schedule and I don't know who we just beat, but I'm blanking for whatever reason, probably because it's the morning time. But does he beat the Eagles? Probably not. Going into a hostile environment, returning back to his former place where he once called home, I don't think he beats the Eagles. So this is the no-brainer. Again, this is the guy that's been having this team playing well. And you have to go with the guy that this team has rallied around, and that is one Taylor Heinicke. Yet again, adding another win to the left-hand column, as now he's 4-1 as a starter this season. Should be 5-0 really, but I mean we ain't gonna go down that road. It is what it is. Minnesota Vikings got let off the hook by us, and also got their doors blown off by the Dallas Cowboys. But again, Ron sitting here making the right decision should be a no-brainer. Again, Washington sitting in a really, really good spot at 65. We obviously will go over the NFC playoff picture later on in the show, just to show everyone where Washington is sitting, or wherever their team is, whether you're a Washington Commanders fan or you're a fan of another team. We'll go over the playoff picture so we can see where everybody's sitting at as of Week 12, as it's going to wrap up tonight with the game versus the 49ers, or featuring the 49ers and the Cardinals. That's a big one. But again, Washington sitting in a good spot, naming Carson Wentz the backup or Taylor Heineke the starter for the remainder of the season. I don't know, again, will he finish as the starter? Yes or no? Because let me let you in on a little something. Yesterday, and let me know, guys. Let me know if I should have took the bet. Let me know if I should have took the bet. Yesterday, my guy, he's like I look at him like kind of like an older brother in a way. He always try to challenge me, and you know what I'm saying? It's just fun. It's nothing serious, obviously. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that deep or whatever. But he always he knows I do this, right? So he tries to debate with me and whatnot and go back and forth. Oh, never serious. There's nothing that neither one of us take to heart. Just good back and forth. And he wanted to bet me $100 that Taylor Heineke doesn't finish the season as the starter. And originally, I jumped right on that offer. I was like, yeah, I'll take that. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't. He says, I bet you $100 Wentz doesn't get his job, or Wentz gets his job back, right? So that means Taylor Heineke can get pulled due to poor performance, injury, COVID, something that he can't even control. But if I was to take that bet, I would still owe up 100, because again, if Wentz gets his job back in any capacity, I'm in the hole for 100. So immediately I jumped on it, but he gave me an out. He's like, all right, I'll let it out on you, or I'll give you an out. Do you really want to take this bet? And after really thinking about who I was betting on, as much as I love Taylor Heineke, I had to realize he can literally, knock on wood here, get COVID next week, and then I'm in a hole for $100. So I'm like, hell no. After thinking about it, Duke, he already got an ankle injury from yesterday's game, which I don't think is serious, obviously, but the guy already got an ankle injury yesterday, so we don't even know the status up on that. So I could have been in a hole for 100. So I think, what y'all think? Do y'all think I took the right answer and just backing out of it, or turn it down, or do you think I should have took it? Would you have took it? Carson Wentz, I bet you $100 Carson Wentz doesn't get his job back. What would you have done? If you're listening out there, leave it in the comment section. What would you have done? Would you have taken the bet that Carson Wentz will not get his job back at some point? Again, taking it, it doesn't matter if Taylor Heineke gets hurt. It doesn't matter if Taylor Heineke gets sick. It doesn't matter if Taylor Heineke gets pulled by play performance. Any way possible. However Wentz gets his job back, if Wentz is inserted back into the starting lineup, I was in the hole for 100. So, with that being said, what would you have done? Are you that confident that Taylor Heineke will be the starter for the remaining 6 games of the season and postseason? Because I want to start speaking that into existence. When you want something, you got to start speaking into an existence. I want a playoff berth, so I'm going to start speaking that into existence. I don't think Wentz is going to get his job back. I think Heineke's going to do good. I think he's going to stay healthy. But deep down inside, Do I genuinely believe that 100%? Hell no, because you never know what can happen. Shoot, for all we know, Heineke could miss the plane. We're at home this weekend versus the Falcons, but you know what I mean? Like, any crazy thing can happen. But I'll have to cough up 100. You ain't gonna get me, buddy. Sorry about that. You ain't gonna get me. But I just wanted to share that little fun story. Now, let's move on to the next segment as we take a look around the league at Sunday's action. We're now transitioning from opening statements to NFL Rewind, as it was quite a bit of action on Week 11's Sunday. Some good games, man. Let's go here. I don't know why I keep doing that when I try to look at all the games, but let's start here by looking at Washington Commanders game. Why not talk about the Commanders game while we're on the task of the Commanders like we're always, all right? So the Washington Commanders take care of business versus the Houston Texans as they defeat them 23-10. And if you're not a fan of this team and you just saw the score and you didn't watch this game, you're like, oh, Houston was in this at one point, or they had a chance, you know? But no, they didn't. Don't let it fool you. Houston did not have a chance at all. Okay, from the opening drive of their offense, they didn't have a chance. Opening drive through an interception to Kendall Fuller, pick 6. Okay, it was a pick 6, and then from there the floodgates opened. I'm very disappointed, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Very disappointed that we didn't win more, that we didn't score more points. We had the opportunity and space to score more points, okay, but we didn't do that. We didn't capitalize in the red zone. And I remember yesterday I said it was boring watching the game on the live stream, and it wasn't boring like watching the game. What I was saying, it was boring that we were settling for so many field goals because we were getting in the red zone, but we weren't capitalizing, bro. If we capitalize in the red zone, this is a 30-point blowout. This is like a 34-10, 34-3 dominant win. And that would have been exactly the total opposite of what I thought we would have done. I knew we were going to win, but I thought it was going to be close. I thought we were going to come out there and make it a close game. But I'm disappointed. But I'm disappointed. All right, let me say it this way. I'm not disappointed in the outcome. I'm not disappointed in the win. A win is a win, right? And I would very much rather try to fix things while winning opposed to losing, and that be the reason. Like I would be come up in here furious if we would have lost, and the reason we would have lost is because we went 1 for 3 in the red zone. But the fact that we went 1 for 3 in the red zone and still won speaks volumes to how poor the Texans is as a team, and 2, how good this defense is. So, yeah, I'm disappointed that the offense couldn't score more points. They should have. But you can clearly see we took our foot off the gas late. Or really after we got up 20. After we got up 20-0 or 23, we really took our foot off the gas. And that's what I said in the stream. I'm like, okay, I understand we want to control the clock and just get out of here healthy with a win. I get that. But this is why we're not a dominant team yet. Dominant teams go for the kill. They don't never stop scoring, okay? Like, I would see if Houston just started to gather 3 and outs, okay? They started to get 3 and outs and 4 times a kick. But we were getting down. We were still driving the ball down. And we were still running the ball. Like, crazy on them, okay? Still running the ball down their throat, getting to the red zone. But every time we got to the red zone, play calling just got terrible, as it always is. And we had to settle for 3. I tell you that now, and I know we're probably not going to do this, but I tell you that now, we go 1 for 3 in the red zone against the Falcons this Sunday, they're going to beat us. Try that against the Falcons. Try going 1 for 3 against the Falcons and see what happens. Then you got John Ridgeway. Now I said a funny comment. I said, yeah, we need to fire this guy. We need to cut this guy. And obviously, I was in the moment and I wouldn't say I was trolling, but it pissed me off. Because the guy made a good play. He blew up Damian Pierce. But the guy literally powerbombed. I mean, Batista bombed this guy through the ground. Like, come on, dude. You don't got to do all of that, man. And a lot of people are saying, hey, I like Ridgeway. He's a dog. That's what we want. And yeah, I get that. I want that too. But just let him do it. He would be such a good player if he wasn't such a bonehead, bro. Like, the guy makes some good plays, man. But they always get negated because the guy doesn't know how to control himself. If Ridgeway can learn how to control himself, he can be something special. He's behind John Allen and Deron Payne. He could be something special. Just leave the power bombs at home. You're not out here trying to win the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania, Ridgeway. You're trying to come out here and win the Super Bowl. No power bombs, buddy. But continue to blow up run plays like you did, or screen plays. Continue to do all that stuff. Just leave the power bomb at home. Thank you very much. But other than that, it was really another controlled game by the Washington Commanders. I mean, got up big, just ran the ball, and they couldn't really stop us. And defense did their thing, and Washington really took their foot off the gas. But we did that. So all we needed was 23 points. I really wanted Gibson on the final play where he slid down to get the first down. I really wanted him to score that touchdown. And I know he did the right thing by sliding down, but as a fan, I'm like, bro, get that touchdown, man. I'm trying to get 30 at least to make it look good. You feel me? But here's what it is. Washington get the win. Feeling good. 5 out of 6. Let's go 6 out of 7. Hopefully next week versus the Falcons, that's going to be a tough game. But I'm feeling good nevertheless. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Washington has completely turned this season around. I mean, from last month being 1-4 to now 6-5. We're sitting in a good spot. Not perfect by any means. The offense still has a lot of work to do. Still got to get healthy. Okay. So we got a lot of work to do. But we're sitting solid. So I'm excited. Washington prevails. 6-5. How are y'all feeling out there this morning if you're a Washington Commanders fans? Or if you're an NFL fan, how are you feeling this Monday morning? Are you on the good side of the morning? Your team won yesterday? Drinking your coffee? Or are you on the sad side of the morning where your team lost and you're feeling sad? It's okay. Trust me. I'm a Washington Commanders fan. I'm enjoying every single second of it because I know at any moment I can be sad again. But let's move on to the next game, shall we? You got the Detroit Lions taking on, or not the Detroit Lions, rather. Sorry about that. That was last week's game, Juan. What are you talking about, dude? All right, we're now here at week 11. Bears, Falcons. 24-27, Falcons win. Cordell Patterson takes the crown for most kick returns in NFL history. Will he be in the Hall of Fame? Does he go down as the greatest kick returner of all time? A lot of people said yes. A lot of people said if Devin Hester can go in the Hall of Fame, so can Cordell Patterson. The only thing that separates them two is that Devin Hester was more of a punt returner. But do you think out there that Cordell Patterson is the greatest kick returner that this game's ever seen? I think so. Obviously, Devin Hester was the more flashy one. You know, obviously, and just again with the punt returns, he had more opportunities. But it's always fun to see a kick return to the house, isn't it? Like, I remember last year when the Commanders, or then football team, DeAndre Carter versus the Falcons, took one to the house coming out of halftime. That was so exciting because it feels so rare. It feels so rare that it happens nowadays. But when you got a guy like Cordell Patterson, it's not so rare. I mean, what is that now? 9? What is that now? 9 for him? And to think that his career is not over anytime soon. Oh my God, I just got tongue-tied. To assume that this guy's going to play, let's see how old Cordell Patterson is. He had a resurgence to his career. I think this guy is 31, so he's going to play a lot more football. So I think he's going to have a lot more opportunities to return some kicks. It's crazy. And you want to know, he doesn't even strike me as a super fast guy. He doesn't even strike me as a super fast guy. So what makes you what makes you think that he can return so many kicks? Like, I think it's more so of his vision, his cutting, because the guy's a running back too. I mean, he plays everything, but he's a Swiss Army knife. But it's his vision, his anticipation, more so than it is his speed. He ran a 4.42 at the combine, so the guy isn't this blazer. But the guy's amazing. Hopefully, he can, knock it off for just this week versus the Commanders. Other than that, after you leave the Commanders, hey, Cordell, return every single kick, buddy. You know what I'm saying? Just knock it off for this week. I hope Joey Slye boots every single kickoff out the back of the end zone. We cannot allow this guy to get this kick, okay? We got to know that going into this game. We got to watch some special teams. Been amazing, okay? The special teams have been amazing. But we can't allow this guy to disrespect the game. Shoot. I want Cordell Patterson on the Commanders. He gonna be a free agent in 2024, so that's not gonna be no time soon. But I would love him as a kick returner. But yeah, I think he's a Hall of Fame kick returner. Especially if he gets 1 more, 2 more. Hopefully, again, it's not versus us. But talking more about that game, you got Justin Fields playing yet again another solid game with his legs. Went 14 for 21, 153 yards, a touchdown and an interception. Had 18 carries for 85 yards and a touchdown on the ground. I feel bad for him, bro. I mean, every week he's trying his hardest. This Bears team could very well be like 6-5, 7-3. Let's take a look at the Bears' last couple games here and see how they played, because they could be 6-3 or 6-5, 7-3, whatever. Look, they lost a 3-point game to the Bears, or to the Falcons. They lost a 1-point game to the Lions. They lost a 3-point game to the Dolphins. They got blown out by the Cowboys, but they cut it down to a 1-possession game at one point. Okay, they lost the 1-possession game to the Commanders. They lost the 1-possession game to the Vikings. They lost the 1-possession game to the Giants. They lost the one, or they beat the Texans. And yeah, and they lost the 1 point. Oh, that's the preseason. But needless to say, this Bears team could be way better. But they're 3-8, and you can say it's due to the defense, the play calling. I feel bad for Justin Fields, man. I do. But needless to say, Falcons got it done. Marcus Mariota was banged up in this game, so we can keep an eye on that for Commanders fans. Kyle Pitts also went out with a knee injury, so that could be something to look at. Next game, you got Eagles-Colts. Eagles should have lost this game, bro. Eagles should have lost this game. Colts, they found every way to piss away this game. They found every way to piss away this game. And they squeaked it out. I mean, if Chase McLaughlin hits that PAT or field goal, hits that kick rather, they win this game. Yeah, you can say that. But if Gus Bradley has some type of contain in the middle, whether it's a QB spot or just linemen rushing in the field those holes, they could possibly have stopped them and made a goal line stand. But they literally gave this man a free lane to rush, and Jalen Hurts scored. Like, how don't you know that they want to use this man's legs to score the ball? It got to be frustrating being a Colts fan, because this is like I talked about the Bears. This is another team that could be way better than what they are, even given the circumstances that they're currently in, if they found a way to win these one-possession games. The Eagles, man, they got away with one. Who they play this Sunday? Next Sunday. Play the Packers on Sunday Night Football. Hopefully the Packers drop their ass, because they should have lost that game. Next game you got the Jets Patriots 10-3 game. This game was trash. Defensive game, offenses couldn't get nothing going either side. Zach Wilson's trash. Feel bad for the Jets defense. I'm just glad it didn't have to go to overtime. I'm just glad it got over in regulation, that the kick return was taken back to the house by the Patriots 10-3. Don't even say nothing about that. Zach Wilson trash. Mac Jones trash. Then you got the Commanders game. We won 23-10. We gotta talk about that. We already talked about that enough. Rams Saints. Saints win 27-20. I think Matthew Stafford got hurt again in this game. Rams are trash, bro. No Cooper Kupp, no Matthew Stafford. Team has been underwhelming all season long. And hey, Rams fans, if there are any that exist out there, at least you got a Super Bowl last year. That's all that matters. But you should have known the way Sean McVay was constructing this team. You should have known this was coming. Okay, now you still got your pieces next season, so maybe next season you'll be better. But if this is a foreshadowing, if this foreshadowing how your future is going to be, not surprised. Okay, I mean, I wish I don't have another first round pick to 2026. So not surprised that this is the outcome. I've really been banged up this year though, so I didn't expect it to happen this year. I probably expected it to start the year after, or maybe 2 years from now. But I guess not. Bills, Browns, as we know, this game got transformed to Ford Field because it was a crazy storm in Buffalo that left Buffalo with 6 feet of snow. Can you imagine that? I know some of you out there listening are 6 feet tall. Snow was as tall as you today, or out there in Buffalo right now. I mean, if I went outside in Buffalo right now, the snow would be taller than me. I wouldn't, that in real life would cover up my whole body. So Wow. But the Bills won 31-23. They got back in the win, caught them out. I called them after that. After that loss that they took to the Vikings. They got back in the win column. Not pretty, but more so gritty. Jacoby Brissett had a day, actually. 28 for 41, 324, 3 touchdowns. They held Nick Chubb to 14 carries for 19 yards on the day. So it seemed like Jacoby Brissett was the only one that was really doing something. Bill was not really so dominant on the offensive side of the ball. Josh Allen was 18 for 27, 197 yards and a touchdown. Devin Singletary had a touchdown on the ground. So, let's see. Next game here. Bills win 31-23. And next game, you got Ravens. Panthers. Ravens-Panthers. This was surprising. I thought the Ravens were going to come out here and just get rid of the Panthers, but this was a 3-3 game in the late stages of the third quarter. But then the Panthers threw a pick six to Marlon Humphreys, and they had another one or a pick ceiling game, pick ceiling to Marlon Humphreys. They should have had a pick six, but the refs, or fumble six rather, but the refs blew it dead. But it was 13-3. Ravens not looking so good. But again, a win's a win, right? Ravens get it done. Next game, you got Lions, Giants. 31-18 win by the Lions. And I can't be more happy. So happy the Giants lost. I was tired of them. I think they're starting to come down to life. And I think I said that when they lost to Seattle. I think I said that when they lost to Seattle, they started to come back down to life. Like, yeah, the start was cool, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really have much talent. Now y'all cope that with not having much talent and now getting hurt. Oh yeah, y'all about to come down to earth. And we got 2 shots. And I hope they find a way to beat Dallas on Thanksgiving, so they can come in all hot and happy. You know what I'm saying? Thinking they gonna just beat us, overlook us again, like the Eagles did, and then we come in the Meadowlands and drub them. I hope so. But yeah, they're starting to come down to life. They're starting to come down to life. 31-18. Lions was good today. Jamal Williams, 3 touchdowns. I still don't know why the Packers ever got rid of him. Because before it was A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones, it was Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams. I don't know why they ever. Maybe he wanted to leave just to go get a better, a more, active role, in Detroit. But 3 touchdowns on the day for the Anime King, as Chiseled Adonis calls him. I don't know if y'all listen to him. But 3 touchdowns for the Lions as they beat the Giants. And look now, the Lions are 3 games in a row, and they're right in the mixed phase for that NFC playoff picture. Raiders Broncos, another game for the Raiders and Broncos. Both teams that underperformed this year. Both teams that we thought were going to be juggernauts in the AFC West turned out to be mid. As this game went to overtime, 22-16, Raiders win. Devontae Adams walk-off touchdown. At least Devontae Adams is still getting his. Like, that's why I just went quiet for a second, because I wanted to think about something positive to say about the Raiders. Like, at least Devontae Adams is still getting his. Feel bad for him. I mean, I keep saying that, but then again, I don't, because he wanted to go to the Raiders, okay? But these teams both underperformed, but hey, again, Raiders finally got another win. Good for them. Shout out to them. And the Broncos lose yet again. Russ is not cooking. Bronco country is not right. Next game, you got Cowboys, Vikings. I was so surprised when I saw this game, bro. When I heard someone say it was 30-3, I looked at the score on my phone. I'm like, what? Ain't no way. Ain't no way they real just got dogged 40-3 in their house. Ain't no way that just happened. And you want to know what makes it so frustrating is that the Cowboys did this too. And we had these bastards on the ropes. We had the Vikings on the ropes. And we let them get away. But the Cowboys get to have some fun with them and beat them 40-3. Man, you know what? That's some BS. But Tony Pollard, I hate the Cowboys. Okay. But I like Tony Pollard. Him and Antonio Gibson are like friends. They both went to Memphis together. I like Tony Pollard, dude. He's a good player, man. He's the better running back between him and Zeke. But they have a good combo going with the 1-2 punch. Tony Pollard is nice, bro. Whether it's in the run game, receiving, he just outran the Vikings defense twice for 2 touchdowns. Guy's a dog. So is Mike Parsons, bro. I hate to admit it. It hurts so bad admitting that the Cowboys actually have some good players, but it is what it is. They got to win. They go to 7-3, and they got a date with the 7-3 Giants on Thanksgiving. Next game, you got Bengals Steelers. This was actually a really good game. Before I dozed off and looked up that the Bengals were 34-23 late. When it was crazy, I wasn't even supposed to watch this game, but the Cowboys game got so out of hand that they switched that game and put on this. They're like, nobody want to watch this trash. They got whooped. This was a good game. I mean, Kenny Pickett, George Pickens had a nice connection. George Pickens is gonna be good. When he get a quarterback, he's gonna be good. If Kenny Pickett's gonna be that guy, they're gonna be good. They're gonna have a nice duo going there. Sure, I like that. Najee Harris was getting things going, but they weren't able to get the win. How about Joe Burrow? Joe Burrow, 24 for 39, 305, 4 touchdowns on the day. He had 2 picks, but Joe Burrow, that's what you want to get out of him. He's a gunslinger. Samaje Perine. How about Samaje Perine? Us Washington Commanders fans know about him. He had himself a day. He had 3 touchdowns. Samaje Perine. Y'all remember Samaje Perine? You want to know what's crazy about Samaje Perine? He was solid for us, too. We've had some solid backs, whether it was for 1 or 2 years. Whether it's Samaje Perine, Roy Halou Jr., Matt Jones, Evan Royster, you know what I'm saying? Fat Robert Kelly. We've always got some solid backs. Chris Thompson, I love Chris Thompson, man. We always get some good backs. You know what I'm saying? Alfred Morris for a year or 2. But Samaje Perine, I'm happy for him, man. If you are a if you're ever a Washington Commanders player in this franchise and like you're one of the good ones, like not good ones as far as performance, but you're just a good player and like you don't get no trouble. I always wish you the best when you get another chance somewhere else. So I'm happy for Samaje Perine, man. T.J. Higgins, 9 catches for 148 on the day. So he stepped up huge in replace of Jamar Chase, who's still out with an injury. And then you got the Sunday night capper. That was another thrill. This is always a good game when the Chiefs and Chargers play each other, man. Always a good one. Always a classic. As the Chiefs get 30-27 victory over the Chargers. The Chargers had every chance possible to win this game. But once I saw Justin Herbert get that touchdown, throw that touchdown with like a minute and 30 seconds left, and I looked down and I saw that the Chiefs had 2 timeouts and a minute 30. I said, yeah, they lost. I said the Chargers lost. And you cannot leave Patrick Mahomes with that much time. Anytime you do that, you lose. And what happened? right to Sky Moore, right to Marquez Valdez-Scantling, Travis Kelce, who kills them all the time, man. 3 touchdowns. Travis Kelce is so good. He is so good, man. 3 touchdowns on the day for Travis Kelce. And the Chiefs improved to 8-2. The Chargers were the only team that could really touch them in far as the division race, but you can give them the AFC West crown now. Nobody's touching them, and they are probably the odds-on favorites to win the Super Bowl this year. I still want to say the Bills, just because I feel like they're going to turn around at some point. But how can you not say the Chiefs? I remember last week I came on, and I still believe this. I remember Friday's show, I came on and was like, yeah, I don't know who's going to win a Super Bowl right now. I don't know who's Super Bowl favorite. Anybody can win. That's still true. But after looking at it, in the AFC at least, NFC, everything is still wide open. But the AFC, Chiefs are the odds-on favorites. Then it's the Bills, and then it's everybody else falls in line. But it still opens up that anybody can beat anybody. Justin Herbert, man, the guy is so good. Okay, he is good. But Mahomes, 20 for 34, 329, and 3 touchdowns on his head. Mahomes is he's so good too. Like, both of these quarterbacks are good. I just want one. I want one. Why can't I have a Justin Herbert or a Patrick Mahomes, man? Isaiah Pacharo had 15 carries for 107 on the ground. Jared McKinnon, 6 carries for 24. Travis Kelce, 115 yards, 6 receptions for 3 touchdowns. Guy's always in the end zone. Chiefs win. Justin Herbert, 23 for 30, 280, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. He was solid yesterday. Played well enough to win, but his defense couldn't get a stop. Why do we have single coverage on Travis Kelce anyway? That's stupid. But they deserve the win or deserve the lose. And that's the end of the NFL Rewind for Sundays in action. Now, let's transition into the next segment as we take a look at the playoff picture like we do all the time. Because this playoff picture is going to lead us into Monday night preview. That's going to be a huge game that has huge stipulations. I'm thinking about streaming that game tonight. I don't know, though. That's going to have huge stipulations for my Washington Commanders. We'll see that shortly here. And let me go ahead and pull that up for you. You already know the deal. About to go ahead and share that screen so y'all can go ahead and see that playoff picture. Let's go ahead and pull that up for you. If you're listening to the podcast, don't worry about it. I will do a really good job at sharing what I gotta say. So don't worry about it, and I'll make sure you can hear it. Let me go ahead and do this. Bam, there you go. So you can see the playoff picture now. Alrighty. NFC playoff picture. You got the Eagles at the number 1 seed, 9-1. Should be 8-2, but whatever. 9-1 Eagles. They're the number 1 seed in the NFC. Trailing them is the Vikings, sitting at 8-2, a game and a half behind them. Remember, the Eagles got the tiebreaker over the Vikings because they beat them early in the season. Then you got the 6-4 Seahawks that were on a bye week. I don't think they're going to. I know they probably going to stay competitive, but after really looking at this, I think the 49ers are going to overtake them eventually. Then you got the Bucks 5-5 that was on a bye week. Nobody's competing with them in the NFC South. They are going to win that division easily, and they're going to run away with them. Then you got the Cowboys rising up one, coming from the 6th seed to the 5th seed. As they are now 7-3, but they beat the Giants earlier in the season, so they are now the 5th seed. And the Cowboys are playing good football. I'm not going to sit here and act like they're not. But as a Commanders fan, I'm gonna be paying close attention to this game tonight. But the Giants at the 6th seed, They lost to the Lions. They're 7-3, and again, I think they're starting to come back down to life. They were a good story. They had their well coached, but you can't combine lack of talent with injuries and expect to stay competitive. Okay, I think they're going to start falling down life. I hope I'm right. I hope we sweep them. But I ain't going to get that outside. Then you got the 7th seed, 49ers, sitting at 5-4, second in the NFC West. Not only do they have a chance to hold on to this wild card spot, but they have a chance to get back into that division race with the win tonight. But hopefully these Arizona Cardinals can come through tonight, man. Please, Arizona. And you'll see why, because look at my boys. Washington Commanders, AFC, sitting at 6-5. We're a game out of the 7th seed. Okay? If the Cardinals can win tonight, we not only get into that 7th seed, but we're going to be 6-5 in the 7th seed, right? Then, loser here, we're on their tail. Let's say I think the Giants are going to lose versus the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, but hopefully they, I really don't. It really doesn't matter, actually, now that I think about it. But let's just say the Giants lose. They're 7-4. We're 6-5. And let's say we beat the Falcons this Sunday, hopefully, right? Then we 7-5. They 7-4. We right on their tail. If we win versus them, we beat the Falcons and we beat them. We 8-5. Okay, we 8-5 heading into our bye week, and now we're the 6th seed. Hopefully, but I don't want to get too ahead of myself, y'all. Y'all gotta stop me, because y'all know I'll get too ahead of myself and start looking. That's never good. In fact, we the Washington Commanders. But yeah, needless to say, Washington has everything right in front of them. All we gotta do is take care of our business, and that is the Falcons. That is the Falcons, okay? They're right below us, and the 49ers are right above us. So all we gotta do is take care of our business, and we should be sitting pretty, okay? We should be sitting pretty. Now, not only are we playing close attention to the Monday Night Football game, but we're playing close attention to this Thursday night game, because again, like I said, they're both 7-3, Cowboys, Eagles, or Giants rather, and loser, which again, it doesn't matter, because that's why I was like, I asked Louis T, I'm like, hey, Louis T, who you rooting for, man, this Sunday? He's all like, yeah, it don't matter. Because I put in the comment section, or it really doesn't matter, because, you know what I'm saying, it don't matter who wins, because loser, that's who we're going to try to overtake. He's like, oh, yeah, man, it really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm more concerned with the Monday Night Football game, but it really doesn't matter, because loser, we're on their tail. Whether it's Dallas, we're right on their tail. If it's the Cowboys, or if it's Giants, we're right there. So if the Cowboys 7-4, we got to match up with them last game of the season, and we're right there on. Okay, if it's the Giants, you're right there on. So again, we're sitting in a good spot. All we got to do is take care of our business. All we got to do is take care of our business. Okay, y'all. Because look, we still play we play the Falcons, we play the 49ers, we play the Giants twice, we play the Cowboys one more time. So everything we want is still in front of us, right? So all we got to do is take care of our business. Washington should have a good chance at making the playoffs. So let's go ahead and bring back up here. How y'all doing? We're about to get ready to get out of here. 9:54 on the East Coast, 36 degrees in the DMV. So a cold morning. How are we doing this morning? Let's go ahead and close this show out with our final segment. And that's a shout out to the people that's in here today. Let's go ahead and scroll up to the top. First comment of the day goes to my boy DeAndre Taylor. What's going on, DeAndre Taylor? I appreciate you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by one guy that goes live every Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. Top of the morning, DeAndre Taylor says, top of the morning to you, bro. How you doing? Brian Harden. Top of the morning to you, Brian Harden. BH is always in here, too. He says, Wentz declared number 2 by Ron. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. And I think that's the right move. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the right move. Devon Copeland. What's going on, Devon Copeland? How you doing, Devon Copeland, man? Appreciate you for listening to Top of the morning show, hosted by Juan Gotti. He says, Victory Monday! Victory Monday! Winners of their last 5 out of 6. Winners of 2 straight. Feeling good, Devon. How you doing this morning? I know you feeling good. Victory Monday. Appreciate you for listening to the Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. Brian Harden says, good here, Juan. Good to hear that. This is brewed the coffee a little stranger this AM, or stronger this AM rather. Too many flats and drums last night. Yeah, I know you said you had the wings. I know you said they were good. But I'm good to hear that you're feeling good today. You know, got the coffee brewing, and we gotta win more importantly than that. So that's good to hear, man. Shout out to BH. Kevin the PRF, always up in here too. Shout out to Kevin PRF, my guy. Appreciate you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. Kevin the PRF says, what will surprise me is if he finishes the year as a starter. And that's what I was saying when my dude had proposed the bet to me. Immediately I jumped on him. But when he said, oh, you know, it don't matter how Wentz gets his job back. If he gets his job back, at some point you owe me $100. I'm like, nah. Wentz or Taylor can get hurt, knock on wood. He can get sick, knock on wood. Okay? But needless to say, anything could happen to Taylor Heineke. Hopefully not, though. You know, he's already dealing with the ankle. Okay, so we gotta hope that's not good. I mean, not bad, I should say. But I agree with you, Kevin, PRF. What will surprise me is if he finishes the season. I hope he does. Billy Saucer, what's going on, Billy Saucer? How you doing, Billy Saucer? Good morning to you. He says, I think Sam will be starting. You get best of both worlds. He just needs to learn the offense. Right now, Billy Sauce, I don't want Sam Howell because we're in the midst of a playoff chase. It wouldn't do no good for the young guy to get put out there. It wouldn't. So that's why Carson Wentz is gonna be back up now, because it wouldn't be no good for Howell to have to go in there right now, Billy Sauce. We're in the midst of a playoff chase. But I appreciate you, Billy Sauce, for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. Alante, he says, what's up, Alante? How you doing? I appreciate you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. Big Simple 422. What's going on, Big Simple 422, my guy? Make sure you guys go check out his channel. He says, what's up, Commanders Nation? What's going on, Big Simple 422? How you doing, Big Simple? Appreciate you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. Big Simple says, I take the dub any kind of way, and you're right. You're totally right. Big Simple says, I love that. Alante says, you should have to take that, bro. I guess y'all were talking about the John Ridgeway comment that I made, because Big Simple says Ridgeway or his way. Yeah, Ridgeway, he's a little rough around the edge, but that's what we like about him. But just do everything that you've been doing. Just leave the power bomb at home, bro. Chris, what's going on, Chris? I appreciate you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. It goes live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. And if you can't find me live, the video will be up here on YouTube. But if you don't want to listen to the YouTube version and look at my face, you can listen to just my voice on the podcast platforms. Chris says, leave the power bombs with your bouncer career. And that's all I was saying. Just leave the power bomb out of it. Everything else, great. Don't power bomb this guy. Don't Batista bomb. Caesar Mayo. What's going on, Caesar Mayo? How you doing, Caesar Mayo? Appreciate you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. He says, top of the morning, go Cardinals tonight. That's right, Caesar. We Red Sea. We Cardinal Red tonight. We Kyler Murray's biggest fans tonight, because we need them to win. Appreciate you, Season Mayo. Brian Harden says, should have put up north of 30. Exactly. Brian Harder also says, good to see Logan Thomas getting his shares. That's one offensive positive. Yeah, and I said that yesterday. He had his best game, and I'm excited. He's getting healthy. We need him. Caesar Mayo says, yes. Big Simba 422. I was getting tired of the good guys being good guys. If you get what I mean, huh? Yeah, I mean, I get what y'all mean. You know what I'm saying? You want some guys that's a little physical, rough around the edges. I get that, and I'm all for it. But just again, you the power bomb out of Casper Hill. Yo, what's good, Casper? What's good, Casper? I appreciate you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. Appreciate it. DeAndre Taylor. It's real life covered up my whole body. Or would have covered my whole body. Nah, for real, that's crazy. What on earth is thunder snow? What's on earth is thunder snow? Yeah. 6 feet of snow is crazy, bro. But not 6 inches. We talking 6 feet. I'm 5'8" or 5'7", 5'6". I don't know. I'm around that age. I'm short, bro. I'm short. Okay. So imagine me trying to go outside in 6 foot of snow. That's Taylor Heineke's whole height. Put that into perspective. Big Simple with the laugh emojis. Kevin the PRF says, I hope Jack can do the same to Saquon Barkley that he did to Dameon Pierce. Nah, I don't want to see him body slam. I mean, like, Batista bomb him, because that's going to cost us a penalty. But I definitely want to see him rough up Saquon Barkley. Appreciate the comment, Kevin the PRF. Kevin the PRF also says, Lions are a whole different team with Swift. Or did you mean without Swift? I don't know. Did DeAndre Swift play yesterday? I agree. He's one of their better offensive weapons. Redskins 007. What's good, Redskins 007? How you doing, Redskins 007? I appreciate you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. Y'all, we almost at 5,000 subscribers. If you're new to the channel, if you know somebody that's a Redskins fan or Washington Commanders fan that doesn't know about the channel, make sure you guys share it out to them. Redskins 007, he says, morning show. Morning to you, Redskins 007. I appreciate you for being here. Thank you, Redskins 007. Brian Harden, appreciate you again. He says, been hearing from Cowboys fans all week with their we're going to the Super Bowl. You know, that's what they always do, man. They always do that, and then every year they're out the first round. I care about the Cowboys. Redskins 007 says Giants are in trouble. Yes, they are. They are. I think they're coming down to life. Timmy D, appreciate you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by One Guy that goes live Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9 a.m. Timmy says, what's good, Juan? What's good, Timmy D? How you doing, Timmy? Redskins 007 says, what's good, Big Simple? Yes. What's good to Big Simple? Timmy D. Travis Kelce equals greatest tight end of all time. He is definitely in that conversation. But do y'all give him that crown? I mean, you still got Rob Gronkowski, you got Tony Gonzalez, you got a lot of other great tight ends that you named, but Travis Kelce is definitely in that discussion. Anthony, appreciate you, Anthony, or Big Simple right here. Actually, would you still get Justin Herbert over Chase Young because they got the same record this year? Yeah, I would. Redoing a redraft, yes, I would. I would take him. Like if you say, "Hey, yeah, Juan, you know everything about Chase Young up to this point. You know everything about Justin Herbert up to this point. But we're gonna still go back. You go back, and you're gonna do a redraft. I'm taking Justin Herbert. I'm taking Justin Herbert without a doubt. Anthony, appreciate you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. He says we probably 1-9 with wins right now. Probably so. We're probably 2-8 because we probably beat the Texans. Big Simple says we need the 49ers to lose. Yes, we do. MH, I appreciate you, MH, for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Guy. He says, Jordan Reed, best tight end of all time. Man, he had the potential to be one of the better tight ends in the NFL, man. He was the Kyle Pitts of at that time. He was well, Travis Kelce was around, but I swear he was up there, bro. If he stayed healthy, bro, the guy would have been an animal, man. Jason Dela Cruz. What's good, Jason Dela Cruz? I appreciate you for being here, Jason Dela Cruz. Thank you for listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Guy. Jason Dela Cruz says, I think we can really only lose one game. Redskins 007 says, Giants probably end up missing the playoffs, hopefully. MH, Anthony, if y'all remember, Carson won us the first game. They got the train rolling. He can lead this team if anything, or if need be. They way the defense is playing, and our improvements on the run blocking and on our offense. See, the thing is, with Wentz, the offensive line looks much better with Taylor Heinicke's ability to escape the pocket. Now, I'm not saying Wentz is going to be completely trash, okay, but I don't know how well he would do, given the fact that he can't run as much as Taylor Heinicke. Big Simple says it's okay for the fans to think that way. It's not okay for the team to think that way. You feel me? Yeah, I feel you. MH, but we should stick with Heinicke. Unless he gets injured or throws a 4-pick game or something crazy. Exactly. MH, I agree. 007, we lit. What's up, player? Kevin PRF, Heinicke has done something crazy every game except Houston. Well, he almost had an interception. He should have had an interception on the first play of the game, or play of the drive, rather. MH says, true, Kevin. He should have had a pick for the first quarter. Yeah, that's what I said, but he lucked up. Bro, I'm telling y'all, when everybody, MH says, bro, I'm telling y'all, when everybody calling for rib job, JDR job, when we were 1-4, I called it a 7-game win streak. Now we're 5-1 in the last 6. I was close if we win the next week. Okay, MH, I see you. Calling out the win streaks. Kevin the PRF says, Giants about to say what they are the next month. 4 straight NFC East games. Or see what the Giants are made of. The 4 straight NFC East games. Herbert or Tua? I'm taking Justin Herbert. Tua is finally, coming and arriving, but I'm going to take Herbert. Kevin the PR says, I take either over Chase Young in a redraft, even if Chase becomes the top 3 DN. Yeah, me too. I love Chase Young. He's from PG County, like me, obviously, but yeah, I would take that for Herbert. It's a no-brainer if we could do that. But okay. Scott Langford. I appreciate you, Scott Langford, listening to Top of the Morning Show, hosted by Juan Gotti. Thank you so much, Scott Langford, for listening. He says, it is the morning show. Time to get up and not sleep on any of our opponents. Much love, Commander Fam. Yep, and I agree. We can't sleep on nobody. Can't sleep on the Falcons. That's going to be a tough game. They're trying to fight for their playoff lives. We can't sleep on the Giants. We can't sleep on the 49ers. We definitely can't sleep on the Cowboys. We can't sleep on the Browns. We can't sleep on the Giants game. We can't sleep on nobody. We got to take every single game with the one-game approach. Can't overlook nobody. MH with the last comment of the day says, completely off topic, but imagine if we would have taken Tua instead of Chase Young, like some of us were calling that year. I definitely said we could have taken Tua too. I remember that. I don't know how Tua would have been in this offense, though. DeAndre Taylor, actually, with the last comment, says, this victory Monday feels good. It does, because we're winners of 5 out of 6. It feels great. Winning. Love winning. Hopefully, we can keep the train going versus Atlanta. Going to be a really tough game, but we got all week to talk about that. Right now, celebrate this victory. You know, when that comes off the screen, you already know what time it is. Time to wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy this morning. We're now at the end of the show. That was the last segment of the day. Before we get out of here, I ask that you guys leave a like on this video. Subscribe if you're new. Turn on post notifications. We're on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Stay tuned for all type of content. And if you can't catch me live, you can listen to the playback on YouTube, or you can listen to the live or the podcast version on podcasting platforms. Just type in Juan Gotti or type in Top of the Morning Show hosted by Juan Gotti, and I come right up. But as always, it's me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe, and help to watch the commander. See you for episode 8 of Top of the Morning Show Wednesday morning. And that day, we'll preview the Thursday games. Okay? We'll talk about favorite dishes for Thanksgiving. And I'll send you right on your way as we get ready for Thanksgiving. As always, it's me, boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Head up to the Washington Commanders and the NFL. I love each and every one of you. I'm out. Peace. Shout out to Iswick TV since I literally just got here, bro. Sorry about that, man. Hopefully you can catch it on the playback. We out. Peace.